Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gershwin, and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we talk about the Apothecaries. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K content every single day. And of course, if you have any suggestions, please comment down below. With that said, let's get into 40 facts on the Apothecaries. An apothecary is a specialist space marine officer who possesses advanced biomedical and scientific training, and who serves as a combat medic and research physician for his chapter. Space Marine apothecaries are charged with maintaining the bodily health of their battle brothers, whether this is monitoring their genetic engineered implants or administering emergency medical attention on the field of battle. Only the bravest of warriors are chosen for this honored duty, for each must look first and foremost to the health of his companions and consider his own life as secondary. Apothecaries are at once mighty warriors and selfless servants, and each would fight their way through the hordes of vile enemies to reach the fallen battle brothers, and then transfuse the very last drop of his own blood to save the life of the wounded. The apothecary's role in the Space Marine chapter is to serve as both a battlefield medic and biomedical researcher, along with being highly trained in the field of medicine, surgery, and medical research. They are amongst the elite warriors in the chapter. Apothecaries are greatly honored within the chapter, as they are responsible for maintaining the purity of their gene seed. If this gene seed were to become mutated or corrupt, this could well bring the chapter to extinction, or make it fall to chaos. The apothecaries maintain skills and equipment when combined with their genetically engineered organs and biological resilience of a space marine, allowing them to perform battle surgery with a good chance of success. Not all wounded space marines can be saved. Some are beyond even the apothecary's potent skills. In this case, it is the apothecary's responsibility to administer the Emperor's peace, euthanasia, to those warriors who have earned its release. The apothecary's metapack, or narthesium, includes a special humane euthanasia device for this task, ironically called a carnifex, that is a solid, spring-loaded piston of metal. This is applied to the sufferer's temple, its powerful spring hurling the piston through the Astartes' brain and killing him instantly. It is also the apothecary's duty to harvest from the bodies of the fallen space marine the two implant progenioid glands, allowing for the gene seed material to be cultivated from these organs and reimplanted in a neophyte. Space Marines rarely go into battle without an apothecary being available, as every Astarte is a valued resource, and to lose any of their gene seed would be a blow to the chapter. Each company in a chapter has an attached apothecary that accompanies them into battle. Additional apothecaries staff the chapter's apothecarium, although these senior apothecaries rarely take to the field, instead acting as biomedical researchers and occupying themselves in taking part in the training of neophytes and potential new apothecaries. It is unknown if new apothecaries start out as regular space marines, like a chaplain, or begin their careers from the start as medics, much as a chapter's librarian begins as a psyker. The insignia of the apothecaries is the Primus Helix, a badge that symbolizes the space marines' altered DNA, which ultimately derives from the Emperor of Mankind's own genome, rendered in bright red. The symbol represents the sacred genetic code of the chapter's gene seed. The helix symbol is often adorned with additional iconography, such as wings and skulls. The apothecary of most chapters wear white power armor, with the left shoulder plate retaining the traditional chapter color, along with the chapter's badge. The right shoulder plate displays the prime helix. Some less traditional chapters use different schemes for their apothecaries. Many apothecaries are known to perform the Long Watch with the Chamber Militant of the Ordo Xenos, better known as the Death Watch. Death Watch apothecaries take on a number of additional duties over those performed in their parent chapter. For a start, they must master the genetic inheritance not only of their own gene seed, but of a myriad of chapters too, so that they might monitor and maintain the implants of all their fellow space marines, each of which may be drawn from a different chapter. In this matter, Deathwatch apothecaries occupy a uniquely trusted position. Space Marine chapters do not lightly share the details of their gene seed, with its associated traits, variations, and even mutations. Deathwatch apothecaries are sworn to maintain the secret of each of the chapters from which their fellows are drawn, an oath that carries the harshness of penalties should it ever be broken. Aside from monitoring the state of the Space Marine's implant and altered metabolism, the apothecaries must also be ever alert to the risk of alien contamination. While undertaking their missions, Deathwatch kill teams are likely to come into contact not only with the creatures of utter alien biology, but with all the bacterial life that accompanies them. While the Space Marines are blessed with the very strongest of human immune systems, it is known that the spores of some alien life can cause mutations or death even in an Astarte. There are some Xenos that actually reproduce in this vile manner, their seed infecting the victim and slowly mutating him into the original life form. Such blasphemy must be guarded against, and the apothecaries administer an entire bank of metabolic and genetic tests on every member of the kill team, before and after every mission. Another area in which the Deathwatch apothecaries are highly involved is that of training. Deathwatch kill teams must push their bodies to, and beyond, the limits of even the unique superhuman physiology, and the apothecaries must monitor this process closely. But they are part of the training too, for the apothecaries often aid the watch captains in formulating the most arduous of training regimens. Using his unique knowledge of his charges, the apothecary can induce various states in his battle brothers, under which their skills and strengths will be tested all the further. Interfacing remotely with the battle brothers' armor system, the apothecary might disable a limb, limit blood oxygen levels, or simulate the effect of any number of poisons, all in the cause of maintaining combat readiness. The greatest duty that a Deathwatch apothecary must perform is to recover the gene seed of a fallen battle brother, so that it may be returned to his parent chapter, and he may live on through the creation of future generations of Space Marines. This is a solemn enough task in a normal chapter, but takes an additional weight in the Deathwatch. No chapter would agree to dispatch its sons across the galaxy to fight at the behest of the Inquisition and the other chapters, some of whom may be ancient rivals, were it not for the certain knowledge that their gene seed will be returned should they fall. It has been known for a chapter to temporarily withhold its honored service to the Deathwatch if too many of its Space Marines serving within the Ordo Xenos have been killed and their precious gene seed lost. Thus, the survival of the Space Marine parent chapter and the reputation of the Deathwatch itself relies on the actions of the apothecaries. And those were 40 facts on the apothecaries of the Space Marine chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a viewer request, so if you guys have any requests for topics of Warhammer 40K that you guys would like us to cover, please comment down below. Don't forget to share this with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever social media you guys use. I have a question for you. I need the rule book for 8th edition, and right now the No Fear starter set seems like the best buy. It's $80 and it comes with Primaris Marines, Plague Marines, and the rule book. So I'm definitely going to pick that guy up pretty soon. Now with the Primaris Marines, I'm going to keep those for my army. I'm going to be giving away the Nurgle stuff because I don't want to collect Nurgle and I don't want to be near small holes. But anyways, the Primaris Marines, I don't want to paint them my Imperial Fist colors. I want to give them a different color. And what I did on Instagram is I posted a image of this really cool Primaris Marines painted in the color scheme of Buzz Lightyear. The painter behind that is actually Will_paints. So if you haven't followed him on Instagram, do so now. But I posted that that image with the question of what color scheme what color scheme should I paint my Primaris Marines? Now, a lot of you guys commented and you guys gave me some good ideas. Marcus Gribble said you could paint them like the Thunder Warriors if you find some nice artwork. The problem with that is all the artwork shows them wearing bronze or gold. And I like bronze and gold as, for specific set pieces. But I feel if I paint an entire Primaris army with bronze and gold, it's too shiny. It really works well with the Adeptus Custodes because of all the details that those models have, but not so much with the Primaris Marine. Now, somebody suggested try a navy blue and a gold one. Navy blue sounds pretty good, but it's too close to the Ultramarines. So Max_STMPL, thank you, but I'm gonna pass on that one. And then finally, somebody said, well, what about the Red Scorpions? It's a color that suits Primaris armor beautifully. I just haven't got the money to get some yet. Clinton88 posted that, and I actually really like the Red Scorpions color scheme, and it matches with another comment left by Krika Bochet. But basically he said, I would go for a gray one, as they are mostly new founding chapters. And you're right, the Red Scorpions kind of have that same gray color scheme, and I like that idea of having gray with like maybe black shoulder plates. But now I have to pass it on to you. What do you guys suggest? Comment down below. I'm going to be reading the comments and suggest color schemes that you've seen on Primaris Marines that look really, really good. And of course, follow all these guys that I just mentioned on Instagram. I'm going to be giving away the Nurgle stuff probably on Instagram, so follow us there if you haven't done so already. And yeah, thanks so much for listening, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. This was Gershwin with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.